I've said it quite a few times throughout this course, and now we're finally going to be talking more about it. Working with connected clips is not like working with clips on your primary storyline. I want to go through some scenarios in this movie, and then in the following movie, we'll explore some solutions to work with these different behaviors. So I'm going to go in my 5.1 project, and I have part of our main project reload sequence we've been working on. It has plenty of connected clips, and for this demo, there's also some more clips on the primary storyline as well as some music. Now, the first thing I want to show you is moving clips around. I'm going to just zoom in at the end here, Command++. As we know, moving clips in the primary storyline is very easy. If I wanted to just swap shots, no problem at all. If I wanted to perform a nudge, that's also easy. You just use your comma and your period keys to nudge the clip to the left and the right. Let me show you what happens with connected clips, though. If I come up to my connected clip, again, each of these connected clips has a connection point on the primary storyline, and it's important to know that those remain anchored where they are. So if I wanted to, for example, swap these two shots, I can't exactly do that with connected clips. Let me undo that. If I wanted to try to nudge this over, I'll press my comma key several times. Notice that the same thing happens. Once again, this clip goes up a level. Let me move that back. Now, let me talk a little bit about trimming. Again, I'll come down to my primary storyline. If I want to perform a basic ripple trim on the primary storyline, that's easy enough. I'll just select the edge of my clip. I can ripple out to perform an additive trim. I can ripple in to perform a reductive trim. As I do either of these, all other clips downstream travel with the ripple, so there's no gap that results. If I come up to my connected clips, if I perform an additive ripple, you can see that the same exact thing happens as if I was moving a clip. This gets sent up a level. If I perform a reductive ripple, it allows me to trim this clip in, but then a gap results. These stay where they're anchored. If I wanted to perform a roll edit, I'll just activate my trim tool by pressing T and then click on my transition point. I'm able to very easily roll back and forth between these shots. With the trim tool still enabled, if I grab onto my shot, I can perform a slip edit where I'm changing my shot content but leaving it parked where it is. And then finally, if I add option to that, I'll option drag this clip. Notice that I'm performing a slide trim where I'm moving the shot between the adjacent shots. All right, let's go up to my connected clips. If I click on a transition, notice that I am able to perform a roll trim. If I click on the clip, notice that I can perform a slip trim. And if I option click on this clip, it does not allow me to perform a slide trim. Notice that my yellow brackets, which should be popping to the other side, remain on the inside, and it's only allowing me to slip the shot. Now, one more thing about connected clips that is kind of limiting. We know that when I delete clips on the primary storyline that contain connected clips, those are deleted as well. So we're aware of that, but it can be a real problem, particularly with the first clip in the sequence, which is often anchored to some very important material, like your music. So if I wanted to change the order of the shot, I'm constantly having to negotiate where my music is attached. For that reason, I always anchor my music to a very small gap clip rather to an actual clip. So to do this, I'm going to just select all the clips in my sequence, Command A, and then I'm going to Command click on my music so that that's not selected. And then I'm going to switch to my position tool, keyboard shortcut P. So I'll press P, and then I'll move everything over just a bit, and then I'll go back to my select tool A, and let's zoom in here so we can really focus. And I'm going to ripple trim this so that it's just a frame or two, and then I'll move my music over to the gap clip. Now I can do anything that I want to my beginning shots, and my music is not affected. I've shown this trick to lots of editors, and people really do swear by that method. So I know that all of this may seem a little random right now, how you can do some things to your connected clips. You can sort of do other things, and for most things, you actually aren't able to do them at all. But this has to do with the nature of the way that connected clips attach to and interact with the primary storyline. They are simply not treated as standard clips with standard editing capabilities. However, if you want to convert your connected clips to an environment where they can perform many of those basic editing functions, you can very easily, which we'll explore in the next movie.